So now
So,
I would ask Poojan to please introduce our guest speakers for today, Nehal and Dhaval sir, who will be giving a founder's talk journey to us.
Yeah, yeah. So
thank you.
first, I will talk about Nehal ma'am. Nehal Mehta is a mathematician and statistician and astute software engineer, security researcher and entrepreneur. Uh, when she got her first hack, she realized how painful it is to lose her money, and when she got hacked again, she realized the pain of losing data. Both instances made her think to do something, and that resulted in her inventing Rainbow Secure. When her son was writing his name in different colors and styles, it gave her an idea for interactive graphical security solutions that eliminates cyber frauds, ransomware, and login-related cyber attacks that helps businesses to reduce their cyber risk and liabilities. Now I will introduce Dhaval Shah, uh, who is working as CEO under cyber security advisor, security architect, inventor at startup inventing GeoECL, Rainbow passwordless, and smart 25 technologies, and providing technical leadership for Rainbow Secure family of developer APIs and Office solutions that solves login, data security, and privacy pain. Yeah,
Thank you, Pujan, for the nice introduction.
yeah, welcome.
Now let me share the deck first of all.
So, we are celebrating this week as a Founders Week, where we try to encourage to start a business or become a founder. So, today's our talk is more about how we can become a like how we can start any startup or how we can convert an idea into a startup.
Yes, Nehal. So here we are to share our journey while we talk about if you have any idea, if you have any passion that you want to convert into a business. So this entire presentation not gonna take much time, but we at least gonna give a high level overview of what it takes to be a business founder. And so let's start.
So let me give you my brief introduction. I have very versatile education, you can say that, and I work in very different domain. I start my career as a classical dancer, and after that also I done my bachelor's in computer science. I done my bachelor's in statistics and mathematics. Also, I done masters in performing arts. So I have very versatile career path, but during my journey, I learned one thing: never neglect your idea, because every day the idea pops in your mind. Okay, if we can start doing like this, what happened? If we can do this way, what is happen? So all this thought, how we can put it in a one form to be a in executing way, that we are discussing here.
Yes. So without much waiting, we like to take you to what happens when you get first idea, right? So uh, everybody knows that everybody has different ideas. Whether you are like just having a food, whether you are playing some sports, or even while traveling. Because somebody must have thought about say self-driving car, right? When somebody was going somewhere, they must have thought that's how this idea came up of automated mobility. Same way, whatever the idea you have, it can be actually put down into why you want to do something, right? And now if you have an idea, you will think, who will do it? Are you gonna do it or somebody else? Same way, When you say that, okay, I want to have done, I have seen this is the pain, this is the problem, and we want to solve it, then there might be different question. Okay, it's one thing to have an idea, but what you need to have your idea put down into a working solution. And once you have a solution, still there remains many further steps, like how you reach out to the people who need the solution. So this is here the perfect model, and I would request Nihal to go through the different aspects of being an entrepreneur.
So every day, whenever you thought something, this is very helpful for you. This template is work with anything, any simple project or any single idea that you want to work. This will help you to execute your plan. So first of all, here we can start where the market start here. What do you do? So, any thoughts you want to do? What is the exact thing that you want to do? So, in my case, when I got the idea at that time, I tried to solve the pain of logging or try to solve the problem of cyber attack and data breaches that happened to me. So I have two value proposition here. One is to solve login pain that I have, and second that I can solve the data breach problem. So you can say that that's I start what I want to do here. So you can fill out that. After that, we are going how you do it, how we can solve this problem. So just list down what you are thoughts like. Okay, for that I have to do. I just started to thinking. Okay, I have this idea. How can I do it? So I just started to research, and during that research time, I got an idea. Why should we not adding some color and style to make this data breach stop that help you to avoid so many cyber attacks and automated cyber fraud. So let's have that thoughts in make an actionable plan. So we thought, okay, first of all, we have to protect this idea. So we thought, okay, let's patent about it and secure our idea. Second thing, we thought like for validation, when we need this idea, then your idea is right or not. We have to think about it. So you have to validate. For validation, you have to go back and forth about uh, how to do it. This question and try to figure out what you can finally wants to do. So after that, can you Dhaval explain?
Yes, sure, yeah. So what actually we did that for the validation, we went through different ways. We had some brainstorming among ourselves, and after we had actually had a long thought process. Whether should we just start, offering different software SaaS-based solutions that uses Rainbow Secure, or should we first just go to like say other startups and have our idea integrated into their platform, or how do we go actually, right? We had an idea, we had a working solution, but now how to reach out to the customers, how to reach out to your audience. So for the validation purpose, and also you have to have a scalable and affordable way to validate your idea. You cannot spend tons of money just to build something, and then still you are not able to test with your customers. So we started with actually creating a Rainbow Secure note digital diary for retail users. When we did that, we were actually doing two things. One, we were actually allowing our user base to try out the Rainbow Secure login methodology. And second, we were actually giving them something meaningful, purposeful, because when somebody tries something for you, you have to give them some thing of value, then they can actually use it. So that was at a higher level we did that. But even before that, we went to actually a trade shows and the industry technology events where thousands of people will come to learn about a new innovation and new technology. And that those technology and trade shows enabled us to have live interaction with the people, right? We wanted not only the online review capturing, but we went to take a step of capturing the feedback from the common man, from the executives, even people from the Wall Street and Fortune 500 companies we met. So we went to the different events of different audiences and we captured the feedback. We captured what really they want, and then we started towards the third step of what do you need, the key resources. When you are building something at this level, you have to figure out, okay, it's one thing to have a small prototype development, but what you need in actually to execute your vision into a commercial product. So we had to identify different partners, and while we were looking that, we luckily had got invitation from Microsoft to join the cloud accelerator platform. So our key partner is Microsoft, and after joining the Microsoft Cloud Acceleration program, we further got partnerships to work with Microsoft Azure team, and they became our motivator and guide theme, where they had guided us to launch a API based, SaaS based APIs for login authentication and multi factor. And
Okay,
we carried
so
that concept for identity and single sign on.
yeah, so here you can say that you figure out what is the value proposition, what value brings when you are having the solution, then what steps you want to do with this solution. Third is key resource. What resource that you want to use to make that platform become a good platform. So in our case, we are using backend Microsoft Azure. So that gives a backend good security also, and we serve as a front end security. So we both together, we can you can say that we have built a one bulletproof security that helps business to secure their offerings.
Yes. So customers, partners, and also the workforce, we are helping secure, and that we do by having the key partnerships, by having key backbone. Because as a startup, you have to think that nobody in the world is gonna trust you easily if you just go alone, just go solo, and saying that okay, I got good technology, good product, just buy it, buy it, buy it. No, they will say that how you are giving us your solution, where it is
How you
hosted,
bundle
what is
up.
the compliance, right?
Yes.
So the compliance aspect of the infrastructure, the reliability and the support model backbone of the Microsoft and other vendors that we partner with, that's very essential here. So cloud computing reliability, the serviceability reliability, and the key resources that we got in the form of Fortune 500 advisors, and that actually helped us in initial stage to navigate into the different industry verticals. That's how we learned about the different sorts of compliances you need for different industries. So for example, healthcare has a HIPAA compliance, the financial industry has a SEC and SOX compliance, and same way we have different compliance requirement for legal and for pharmaceutical, like 21 CFR Part 11. So different partnerships, different mentorships you need in your business. So now next step is that okay, you build a solution, you have the partnerships, but at what price you're going to sell it. So first you have to know how much it is going to cost you to make your product, to sustain your product, to support your product.
Because sometimes what happen, everyone is not a developer. They have some idea, but they need help to how to build it. So there is like how you can build it. Are you gonna add or invest some money to build that platform, or you can have some partner that help you to build the platform, and you can give certain amount of money or partnership in your project. So you can do both way. You can share your resource, or you can have become a partner and work together and build that platform. So many people can directly ask for investor to give us some money so we can build this our project plan and project idea. And some people are go straight way in some founder organization like uh, founder to founder summit, and also what
Yes,
say,
something. Yeah, there are different platforms like Co-founder Lab and
yes, co-founder lab.
yeah, where they actually go on a partnership model where couple of organizations or individuals team up together to build a startup.
Yeah,
So
so if you are a developer and you want to become a founder, so go explore that platform. If someone need that development kind of help, you can help them to build their project, and you become a certain amount of their company. They can share with some amount of company revenue with you,
yeah.
so you can become a part of that organization, or you can be a part of their journey.
Yeah. Also, now other important aspect is that how you're gonna reach out your target customers, right? How you're gonna reach them through what processes. So at Rainbow Secure, we have been partnering through different distribution channels like Microsoft partners. Microsoft partners are already in contact with the businesses who need better security, who need better protection of their data. So we work with MSPs and MSSPs who are actually already having a touch point with the customers. So whether it's on the Microsoft platform or AWS platform, it not about the technology or platform, but it's about the reaching out your customers, your businesses, because you have to find a way to talk to your customers, find a way to reach out the business, and for that you have to make different types of partnerships. You may suppose at Rainbow Secure, when we had to reach out the customers, we went to two different routes. One is the direct route of reaching out the businesses, and second was the indirect route, where in indirect route we are offering them both the Rainbow Secure solutions and also Rainbow Secure cybersecurity services that help secure the DevOps process, that help secure that cloud migration, that helps secure that database backend with different types of security audits and reviews. So is here the goal is to provide the relief from the security pain, and that relief we can provide both with your innovation and your custom services that you will offer to the business. So it's all about helping the customer through holistic way. If you cannot do it, partner with someone and invoke the partnership model and get it done.
Yeah, that's true. And also, we are taking another route that to get help with partners. So currently, we are having some like Microsoft. We are working in Microsoft partner environment, who is currently be our sponsor, who help us to promote or this event, IMCP Microsoft Partners Network. So in that network, we are working together to find a customer to solve the customer need. So suppose someone is selling a cloud, we are their security partner, and together we are selling a secure cloud service to a customer.
Yeah,
So
same here.
that way you can work. Similarly, we are also working with Google partners. We are where Google Cloud and our secure applications work together and serve secure Google Cloud and application to their customers.
Right. So whether you are talking about in small and medium business or a big enterprises, the partnership model always works. And here at Rainbow Secure, for just like what Nehal just mentioned, we work with both the developers and also with the businesses to secure their applications both on premise and in the cloud. So developers, for example, we recently started helping a system integrator who is customizing the healthcare app, and for that healthcare app, we are providing both solution and a service. The solution that we are providing is an authentication platform for Rainbow Secure, and the services that we are providing is to strengthen their API security, strengthen their database backend, and help them with the security assessments. So Rainbow Secure's virtual CISO services and the Rainbow Secure's SaaS-based solutions both are here acting as a security partner for the system integrator. So now system integrator has to focus there on the core business, right? To make their healthcare platform available and easy to use for the providers and the patients. We come in as a security partner and we help them from the security and compliance angle. So all the security professionals who want to join the Rainbow Secure platform and the community, you will be getting an ample opportunity to work under the partnership model and work under the consultant model and help our customers to secure their ways. So now going on to the next slide, this they are more specific into the nature. We already talk about it, but again here we are just reiterating. Uh, Focus on one thing at a time. So document what you are actually trying to solve, right? So here you should actually brainstorm your idea with your would-be partners or among yourself. So it's very important here confidentiality. Don't discuss anything confidential with anybody unless you have filed a patent for it. Or if you are working as a team, then keep the discussion among the team. The secrecy and the initial thought process is much important because you may even change your solution over the time, right? So you have to first be sure yourself what problem you're actually trying to solve, because you might think that I'm going to solve this, I'm going to solve that A, B, C, D, E, F, G, but you have to give priority to what exact problem you're trying to solve.
Yeah. So last time I give you example for that. Suresh Jain also mentioned about the Facebook. When the Facebook start at that time, they are not having the all sorry core features that you are seeing right now. They have just simple app where you can chat and interact with each other. So after that, they are adding more and more features and make a complex Facebook right now. But at the time, they are start with simple solutions, simple project.
Yeah. Now, next coming is, again, here you have to find out, as an entrepreneur, what skills you would need to execute your idea. You can have anything in your mind. You can say that I'm trying to build a firefighting drone, for example, or say I'm trying to, build a certain nice,
Similar kind of Facebook app
yeah, or social
or
media.
community.
Yeah, anything you are thinking of, you have to think of how you're gonna put your idea into action, because it's one thing to think about something, but second thing to actually execute the idea into others can use it. It's, you may think build something that 5, 10, or 15 people may use it, but if you think about what Facebook did in order to bring their platform to thousands and millions, right? They had to also had a course correction, change in their technology themselves, what they had done in initial years. So it's all about thinking about how you are gonna seek help. If you need like mentorship help, you can have, you can go to the small business communities and ask for the mentors. The next thing is you may think that I don't have perfect team, but it's not necessary to have perfect team at the go. You may have so many changes in the process. It's always about refining, so you have to list down what you need. You have to list down, start reaching out to people who may want to join your journey, and make a team. The other aspect of being an entrepreneur is positioning your product in the market. For that, you need some kind of reference, your branding. So you can start with the initial branding that will evolve over the time. So you have to be more clear in articulating your product or the service that you want to offer. But changes may come. You may refine and refine and refine more and more. Initial
So
days, yeah, Nehal, you can go further.
so you can say that branding can change, but first you just start a initial branding. After you gain some attraction, you can change periodically. For that, I have very good example of Dunkin' Donut, because Dunkin' Donut have currently changed their brand name to a Dunkin'. America runs on Dunkin'. So that slogan is so famous, they change branding now.
To match
Instead
the,
of
yeah.
Dunkin' Donut, they uh, like truncate the donut, because they say they thought like a donut gives negativity, and so they just put Dunkin' as their brand name now.
Yeah, they expanded their menu, so they wanted to realize the customers that hey, now we sell much more items in the breakfast only other than coffee. So they had to go for changing the branding. So you have to first think about yourself, what's the primary offering, primary product, and base everything on that. Now, the next line is, what sets you apart from your competition? Because you might have some idea, you do something, but is it really different than what your competitors would be doing? Or what, if you are doing same thing, but how you can do it in a better way than what your competitors are doing? Because sometimes it may happen that you have an idea for, say, chip making business, or you have idea for some other thing, right? So it's more about how you are executing idea sometimes. People may have same ideas, but somebody is executing that idea in a more better way. Say there is a race right now in building a hydrogen cell fuel based cars, but there are different companies going after it in a different ways to synthesize that energy. So it's always about not only the idea but also the execution plan, how you're executing your idea, how you can bring your idea to the market in a better way with better service and with better affordability. That also sometimes matters. Sometimes both ideas are same, but you are doing it in a way that is polluting less. That is also a winning point sometimes in this era of climate change and climate consciousness, that your idea is less polluting than others. So that's again is helping you to say that, okay, I'm doing XYZ activity and this is actually incurring less pollution and giving better results, for example. So whether it's a software technology product you have idea, or if you have any other business idea, you can differentiate yourself in the market on your own way. And lastly, what is the you are gonna do to deliver your product or service, right? How you are gonna do its marketing, how you are gonna run its operations. Because building a product, a prototype is one thing, but when you are in a commercial operations, you have to have proper backbone and the support structure, right? Suppose at Rainbow Secure, if we had been just telling that, okay, we got this nice idea, nice solution, but if we had a no backbone, then who's gonna trust us? So we align with the right partners, we align with right resources. When we have a right resources even on the operation side, which would help the customer migrate the data, help the customer set up the cloud, help the customer do the assessments, and make their overall business process secure. So you can't sometimes just have one thing and okay, you go figure out that yourself. No, you have to sometimes link up everything together and have a proper operational model.
So you can say that y- customer trust you when you are like commit them for like 1 or 2 year or more than that. Once you commit them, then they trust you and they can give you an opportunity to work with them. Otherwise they thought, okay, Rainbow Secure is very good product, but what happen if they just after some times they stop their giving their service? What will happen? Then it's a very big question and gain trust from customer. No, we are not going out of business. We are there in industry and we are working with a good partners and give you a strong security that you needed.
Yeah. So always in operations matter that, otherwise you may have yourself experience that you are buying certain product or certain service, right? You are buying that because of certain features, something, but when you start using it, sometimes you are not happy. You're saying, oh, the customer service is bad, they're not helping us, configure it properly. Even you might have experienced the same thing when you buy something online, but you cannot actually, put it together in use for yourself. So there again, help matters, that what kind of resources you have and what kind of execution you have. Lastly, the how you are gonna sell your product or service to the customer. So again, that we already covered in earlier point, where whether you use the direct sales model or indirect sales model, through online you are gonna sell or through your distribution channel. Lastly, how your startup will stand out. Your startup will stand out for one thing, that you got a compelling product, right? Then you got messaging part. How you are reaching out to your customers, and how you are reaching out them in their own language and message they want to understand. Also, platform matters, right? So, for example, Rainbow Secure got certified and listed with Microsoft App Stores and Azure Marketplace. It got a ISV course status. That's how we got actually the right platform and right support model. infrastructure reliability and compliance that we needed us when we had to be visible among the enterprise customers and also gain their trust. So you should also have these important things: compelling product, right messaging, and the proper execution platform.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope
Thank
to
you
see
for
you all. Yeah,
listening. And
yeah.
I know today's session is going very long.
But yeah, thank
Yeah,
you. And if you find any value, anything you can learn, if you have any ideas to building your startup, don't hesitate. We will guide you. We'll help you to be in the right direction, and be your startup partner,
or mentor.
mentor. Yes.
I think I didn't see any kind of question in chat. So thank you, Eva, to give us a compliment, and thank you, Shashi ma'am, to encourage us.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, speakers, for joining us today. Thank you, attendees, for we participate of this wonderful conversation. Take care.